Hey, 3631 Tactical. Today we want to talk about weapon mounted lights and low light tactics. Today I'm going to use a blue training gun so that I can demonstrate this stuff in front of the camera. There's no kind of safety issue. First thing, when you're going to use a weapon mounted light, putting the light on the gun, make sure that it's on. Make sure that it's on there solid. So put the light on, whatever particular light you have. This is a Surefire X300. But whatever light you have, put the light on and give it a good tug. Make sure it doesn't come off. I can't tell you how many times I've been at the range and seen people shoot and their light goes flying. That's bad, right? So make sure that the light is securely on the gun. All right, most of these weapon mounted lights have a switch that you can turn on and leave it constantly on, or you can turn it on and off as needed. So I can push the button, have the light come on and off as needed, if you can see that, or I can just flip the switch and the light will just stay on continuously. The one important thing that you want to get with these weapon mounted lights is don't use your trigger finger. Don't use your trigger finger to turn the light on and off. The only thing your trigger finger should be doing is pulling the trigger. You shouldn't be doing anything else. So you're not going to confuse anything and think you're turning the light on, you're pulling the trigger. That's how accidents happen. Do not use your trigger finger to turn that light on and off. What we want to do is use our support side hand, my thumb. I get the grip how I normally would get it, and I just lower my thumb a little bit. I can press the light on and off as needed, or I can switch it and leave it on constantly. Either way, practice using your support side thumb. Please, please, please do not use your trigger finger when you're turning your light on and off. So now that we have our light securely attached, and we talked a little bit about how to control the light, how to turn it on and off, we're going to do a little demonstration here. We're going to shut all the lights off on the range, and I'm going to search from this end to that end, and the camera's going to be downrange in this perspective of the bad guy, if you will. And first time, I'm going to leave the light on continuously the whole time. The other time, I'm going to turn the light on and off as I'm moving, so you get to see the difference from the perspective of the bad guy. It's great to have a light in low light. You need it to see and identify your threats, but the thing that you have to realize is that's a direct line. That light is a direct line to where I'm standing, so bad guy can see it. The other thing that most people don't think about is when I shine a light, any kind of flashlight, there's a cone of light. And if there's a threat or a bad guy in that cone of light, I'm a good chance of seeing him. But what if that bad guy is just off to the left or just off to the right, and he's just outside your cone of light? You're not going to see him because you're not illuminating him, but he's going to know exactly where you are. So just remember, whenever you have a light on and you're in a low light, or especially a completely dark situation, that light is a direct path right to where you're at, and everybody can see it. All right, I hope you can see the difference. When you leave the light on and have it on the entire time, there's just that direct target, right? That direct line right to where I'm at for every bad guy that's out there, any threat that's out there sees me. When I turn my light on and off, I'm less of a target. One thing you're doing, I'm turning my light on, I'm scanning, looking for threats. If I don't see any bad guy, the other thing that I'm looking for real quick is I'm looking for a clear path. Is there a hole here? Is there some debris? Is there a couch? Whatever's in the way. I'm looking for those things. So I don't see no threat, I don't see a bad guy, and I also see, hey, I can move 6 feet this way and there's nothing in my way. So I turn my light off and I move over there in the dark, under the cover of darkness. And when I get there, I wait a second, turn my light back on, start scanning for the next threat, and I kind of work the darkness that way. Remember, if you turn the light on and leave it on the whole time, that's just a big target. Here I am, shoot at me, right? So make sure you use some light. All right, we're gonna go live. What I got behind me is 3 targets that I haven't seen. My range partner and cameraman drew some numbers and some letters on the targets. What we're gonna do is we're gonna shut all the lights off so it's complete dark. I'll turn around and he's gonna call off numbers and letters. So he's gonna say, maybe he's gonna say 1. I have to turn my light on, find the target that has the number 1 on it, and shoot that target. And then maybe he'll say B3. I gotta find the target that has a B on it, shoot it. Find the target that has a 3 on it and shoot it. Just trying to make it a little more challenging rather than just standing there turning the light on and off, shooting the target that's right in front of me. So I actually have to scan, I have to identify the number or letter that he calls off, and I have to shoot that target. That's what low light is all about, identifying that target, identifying that threat before you engage it.
3, B3!
All right, let's go check out the targets. See what we got here. Now the one in C, he didn't call that off, so that's good. That was a non-threat, we didn't shoot it. He called off the 2 or the A, I can't remember. We got 3 good hits. The B and the 3 got called off numerous times. We got most of our hits are in the center. Got a few right here on the edge. They're still inside that bowling pin target, but the majority of our hits are right there. Something you gotta practice. It's difficult to shoot in the dark. You can't quite see your sights as well. You're manipulating that flashlight. One other thing that I did, if you noticed, after I shot, I turned my light off and I moved. I changed positions. So don't be stuck in a stationary. You should never really be stationary unless you got some really big solid piece of cover in front of you. You should be moving, especially in the dark. Remember, the overwhelming majority of shootings happen in low light or dark situations, so it's not a bad idea to have a weapon mounted light or at least some type of handheld flashlight. And in order to do that, you got to practice. Too many people get a gun, they never shoot it, or they shoot it once or twice, and they don't practice these things like we talked about in other videos, like drawing from concealment or shooting while you're moving or shooting from a position of cover. And shooting in low light is no different. You got to practice shooting, whether you have a weapon mounted light or a handheld light. You got to practice shooting in low light and even dark conditions. Hey, remember to check us out on YouTube at 3631 Tactical, or for a Michigan-based CPL class or any of our other firearms courses, check us out at 3631tactical.com. Thanks for watching.